How's it going, everybody? Welcome to SFDC Facts Academy. In this video we are going to learn how you can create a Scratch org or a DevHub org with a namespace. That means, let's say if you are working on the package development, or maybe you are working with a Salesforce ISV partner where they create some managed packages on top of Salesforce platform. Then if you want to use SFDX, you need to create Scratch orgs with that namespace. So we have already seen in past like how you can create Scratch orgs or the DevHub orgs for the normal developer edition orgs or for your production orgs. But for a namespace org, the steps are quite different. There are few steps that you need to take before you create your Scratch orgs. So I'm going to explain all those steps in this video. So let's quickly start. So first of all, I'm going to show you my namespace org. So if I'll go to package manager here, you will see that I have a namespace in this org. So you see I have a namespace registered in this org, which is SFARM. Now let's say I want to develop my functionality for this particular org with the namespace, but I also want to use SFDX. So that means I want to create Scratch orgs that allow me to use this namespace, right? So for that, there are few steps that we need to take. First of all, create a new developer edition org that we will treat as a DevHub org. So you can just go to the google.com and just search for developer edition Salesforce org. And here just go to the first link and register for a new developer edition org. Or you can go to your Trailhead account and from there you can create a new playground. Now once you are within your developer edition org, in the new developer edition org that you will just sign up, there are a few things that we need to do. So let me open a new developer edition org here. Now just to clarify, this is a different developer edition org than my other developer edition org with the namespace. So here I'm going to make this developer edition org as a DevHub org. So first of all, you need to make sure that you have my domain enabled here. So for me, I already have enabled the my domain here, and you can check it out here as well that I have enabled the my domain in this org. But if you create a new developer edition org and the my domain is not enabled, then come to this setting here and choose a new domain for your Salesforce org and enable my domain there. So once you make sure that you have my domain enabled and deployed to all the users, then you can go to different setting called DevHub here. And you need to enable the DevHub here. So by default this setting is disabled, so you need to come to this setting here and enable the DevHub here. And once you enable this setting, you cannot revert it back. So like I have it enabled here, now I cannot disable it. So this is one time setting, you can only enable it but you can't disable it, and this is clearly said here as well in this note that you can't disable this setting. Now you need to make sure that you have my domain enabled, and then you need to make sure that you make this org as a DevHub org. Once you do it, now we need to check for the namespace registries. So here let's open all our apps here, and here search for namespace registries. So go to your namespace registries, and here you will see a new button called link namespace. So we will use this button to actually link this DevHub org with our other developer edition org with the namespace. So just click on this link namespace and it's going to open a pop-up window. Here you can give the username and password for your namespace org. So I just did that. Just allow this setting, and once you do it, let's refresh our page, and here you will see that we have a namespace linked here with the namespace SFARM, which comes from our other developer edition org. So you can make sure that namespace is same there. Now we can treat this DevHub org as our primary DevHub, and we can create our Scratch orgs using this DevHub org. So what I will do now is I'll open my VS Code here, and here let me create a new project, and I'm going to name it as namespace demo, and maybe I'll create it here in this folder. So wait for the project to create, and once you create your project, the first thing that you need to do is to authorize yourself against your DevHub org. And your DevHub org is this recent developer edition org which you just created and where you linked your namespace. So let's open our command palette, and here let's use authorize a DevHub. And again, it's going to open the browser tab, and here you can give the username and password for your DevHub org where you just linked your namespace. So I just need to check which is this one. This is Lightning Training 2. Let's allow it. It may prompt you to authorize your so I just did that. Now let's go back to our VS Code, and here you will see a message that authorization against the DevHub org is successful, and you can verify it by coming to your .sfdx folder, and there you will see a file called sfdx-config.json, and here I can see my default DevHub username. So now we have our DevHub org set up in our local SFDX project as well. The next step is to create a Scratch org. So for that, I'm going to open my command palette again, and here I'm going to search for create a default Scratch org. I'm going to use before that, go to your sfdx project.json file, and here you see by default this namespace is blank, right? Because this is a default setting for any SFDX project. So what you need to do here is you need to give the namespace that you just linked. So let's go back to our DevHub org, and here we can see this namespace, right? So copy this namespace and just paste it here. So this will make sure that our new Scratch org that we will create, this Scratch org will use this namespace that we have here. So now I'm going to open my command palette and click on create a default Scratch org. I'm going to use my default JSON file because I just modified my namespace there, and then let's give our Scratch org a name, maybe like namespace Scratch org. I'm going to use namespace SO, that means Scratch org. You can give your expiry days as well, maybe let's use 30 days. Wait for this command to run. It may take a minute or two to create your new Scratch org. So our Scratch org is created, and you can also verify this by coming back to your sfdx-config.json file here, and you will see a new setting here called default username, which is our new Scratch org, and the name is the Scratch org name that you have just given. So we have our DevHub set up, and we have created our Scratch org as well. After this, you can start developing your things the way you do for the namespace orgs as well. So you can start developing your Apex classes here. You can start developing your Lightning components here. You can get all your metadata from your namespace org and build on top of that metadata in your local SFDX project here. Once you are done with your changes, you can always push back your metadata, or you can always deploy this local metadata to your namespace org, and you will not see any error there. So now I've just opened my Scratch org, and I'll show that to you now. So this is my Scratch org that I just created, and just to give you a demo that our namespace is linked to this Scratch org, I'm going to create a new object here. So let's create a new custom object. let's give it a label as test, and then let's save it. And once you create this custom object, just notice the API name of this custom object. It starts with your namespace. So although we have given the label as test, the API name starts with the namespace. So that means our Scratch org is successfully linked with our developer edition org, which has a namespace, or you can also call it your ISV org, where you develop your managed packages. So this is how you can create a DevHub org and then link it with a namespace, and then you can create your Scratch orgs using this DevHub org. And then after that, it's your development will remain same the way you do for the non namespace orgs as well. So everything will remain same. You can again deploy all your metadata to your packaging org as well, which is your managed package org. So that's all in this video. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to the channel here to get the notification of my latest videos. I'll see you guys.